So we are an accounts payable. So today we will see terms of payment cash discount. So till now we have been using the payment terms 0001, which stands for payment immediately. Today we will see how to create our own payment terms with the discount terms. Suppose, for example, one vendor is there and he is saying that if we make the payment in 20 days, he will give 3% cash discount. If we make the payment in 30 days, 2% cash discount. And if we make the payment in 45 days, no cash discount. So in that case, how to create these payment terms with the discount terms? Then when you make the payment to vendor according to payment terms, we get some cash discount, right? Then that cash discount is to be automatically transferred to cash discount received account. That is done by the system automatically. So how to assign the cash discount received account for automatic postings? So these are the things what we are going to see today. So the main purpose of the payment terms is to determine the due date for the purchase invoice and sales invoice. Let's continue this point. To determine the due date for the purchase invoice and the sales invoice in accounts payable and the accounts receivables respectively. Okay, then so in order to determine the due date for the purchase in accounts payable and for the sales invoice account receivable, the terms of payment is used. Then to calculate the cash discount received in accounts payable and cash discount paid in account receivables. Then to determine the dunning date in account receivable. So what is this dunning date? We will discuss in account receivable. For the time being, remember that this point also. So these are the functions of the payment. Now we will see how to create our own payment terms. Transaction code is not there. Add the transaction code OBB8. See, this is the payment terms 0001, which was selected, right? Sorry, which have been assigned in every vendor master record. So till now, we have been using this payment terms 0001, and this is system defined. Now, we will define our own payment terms. Transaction code is not there in the material. Please add the transaction code OBB8. Click on new entries. Payment terms SSBS, give some name or number. Sales text, 20 days 3%, 30 days 2%, 45 days due net. Here it's only the description of the payment terms. So this description description doesn't have anything to do with the payment terms. It's only a description of the payment terms. Then under the account type, select customer and vendor. Means here these payment terms can be used both for customers and vendors. Suppose if you want to use these payment terms only for vendors, you deselect the customer and you select the vendor. But normally every payment term is created as it can be used both for vendors and customers. Then default baseline date. Default baseline date. Default for baseline date. What is baseline date? You know, the date from which the credit period is calculated to determine the due date is called baseline date, right? And one more point I told you, the baseline date is defaulted from the payment terms master record. The baseline date is defaulted from the payment terms master record. How? From this setting. So default for baseline date, right? Some space is there. No, please write down here. Baseline date. Put heading baseline date. Heading is baseline. It is the date. It is the date from which The credit period is calculated from which the credit period is calculated to determine the due date. To determine the due date. The baseline date is defaulted from the payment terms master record. The baseline date is defaulted from the payment terms master record. The following options are available. The following options are available for the default baseline date. For the default baseline date. Number one, no default. Number one, no default. By selecting this checkbox, by selecting this option, baseline date is not defaulted. Baseline date is not defaulted with this payment terms. The user has to enter manually. The user has to enter manually. Next, number two, posting date. Posting date. If this option is selected, the posting date is defaulted. The posting date is defaulted as baseline date. The posting date is defaulted as baseline date. Full stop. The credit period is calculated. The credit period is calculated from the posting date. Number three, document date. If this option is selected, the document date is defaulted as baseline date. So the credit period is calculated from the document date. So the credit period is calculated from the document date. So what is the difference between two? Document date and posting date being taken as default baseline date. For example, we are in Hyderabad, right? Then we placed one order with the vendor in Mumbai. Okay, so vendor delivered the goods on 20th/7/2020. Vendor has delivered the goods on 20th/7/2022. Means this is called what? Document date, right? Then we have received the goods on 25/7/2022. Okay. So today we received the goods, today we posted the invoice, and today your account balance are updated. So today is the posting date. Then vendor gave 30 days credit. That is the scenario. Now, if you select document date as default baseline date, this 30 days is calculated from 20th of July. As per this, you have to make the payment to vendor on 19th August. But when did we receive the material? On 25th only, right? So 25th to 19th August means 7 days here, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 7 days here plus 18 days, 25 days. So actually you are using only 25 days credit when if the credit period is calculated from the document date. So you are making the payment to vendor 5 days before. So I don't accept this. Following everybody? Now, if you take posting date as baseline date, then the credit period 30 days is calculated from this date. So as per this posting date as default date, as baseline date, you make the payment on 24th October. Sorry, 24th August. I'm sorry, 24th August, right? Following everybody? Now you think as a vendor, you have delivered the goods on 20th of July only, but you are receiving the payment on 24th August. Means you have given nearly 35 days credit. So you are getting the payment 5 days delayed. So it is not acceptable to the vendor. Then which date is taken as baseline date? Please remember, always, right? Normally, the document date will be taken as the baseline date, right? As per the business custom and traditions, right? As a business policy, normally document date is taken as baseline date. So every vendor will have the clear condition that he is not responsible for any transit, for any delay occurred in the transit, and the credit period will start from the day of dispatch. That's why normally this condition is there. So document date is taken as a baseline. Okay, but here I'm selecting no default. Means system will not default any baseline date. The user can enter. And remember, even in the case of posting date and document date being taken as default baseline date, system defaults any of these dates. Even then also, we can change the baseline date manually at the time of document entry. Next, entry date. By selecting this checkbox, radio button, by selecting this option, entry date, that is the system date, is defaulted as baseline date. That is the credit period is calculated from the entry date. From the entry date. Okay. Now, term is equal to 1, percentage 3, number of days 30. Percentage 2, sorry, number of days 20 here. As per the example in the material. Percentage 3, term is equal to 1, percentage 3, number of days 20. Term is equal to 2, percentage 2%, number of days 30. Then term is equal to 3, no percentage, means 0% cash discount, number of days 45. So maximum we can define only 3 terms in the payment terms. Click on save. Now, when you make the payment to vendor as per the payment terms, we get some cash discount. Then that cash discount is to be created to cash discount received account. So let us create one GL account. Creation of GL account, cash discount received. In the material, cash discount is there. You make it as received. Cash discount received. FSGG. Cash discount received, I'm taking as part of other incomes. 3,175,000. GL account is 3,175,000. Company code SSBS. Go to menu GL account, create. Account group is equal to other incomes. Account group is equal to other incomes. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to cash discount received account. Short text is equal to cash discount received account. GL account long text is also cash discount received account. Go to control data tab. Account currency INR. Select only balances in local currency. Select to line item display. Sort key 001. Then go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Now, assignment of account for automatic postings. Assignment of cash discount account for automatic postings. Transaction code OBXU. Chart of accounts is equal to SSBS. Click on enter. See, transaction SKE. SKE means cash discount received. And these transactions were already defined in the system. Click on save. The account is 3,175,000. Click on save. Now let us post one purchase invoice and let us see how to use this payment terms. Purchase invoice posting F-43. Document date is 25/7/2022. Type is KR. Company code SSBS. Posting date 25/7/2022. Period 4. Currency INR. Posting key 31. Account is 710421. Click on enter. The amount is 10,000. Payment terms SSBS. Payment terms SSBS. See here, suppose you have assigned the payment terms to B01 in the vendor master record, right? In that case, it will be defaulted here. Even though any other payment terms is defaulted, right? We can change the payment terms if necessary. Here, even though this vendor requires the always payment immediately, only for this invoice is giving this payment terms, SSBS. In that case, we can remove the system defaulted payment term and we can enter SSBS. Payment terms is equal to SSBS. Within brackets. New payment terms created. New payment terms created with the discount terms. Suppose this vendor always gives SSBS payment terms, right? In that case, we can directly assign the payment terms SSBS in the vendor master record. Then other things are as usual. Text being goods purchased. Text being goods purchased. Posting key 40. Account is 2,120,000. Click on enter. See, it is giving one message. Terms of payment changed, check. Terms of payment changed, check. Means the system will verify whether you are changing the payment terms intentionally or by mistake. If you change the payment terms intentionally, we can ignore the warning message. If the payment terms is changed by mistake, we can rectify that. That's why it is giving a warning message, right? Do one thing, after clicking on enter, write one sentence there. Click on enter, right? No. Posting key, account number, amount, pieces, text. After clicking on enter, ignore the warning message. Ignore the warning message. The amount is equal to asterisk. Business area SSBS. Text please. Click on save. Now let us assume that you have made the payment immediately. Now, suppose if you are making the payment to vendor manually, what happens? Normally, the accounting clerk will check whether there is any cash discount on the invoice. If any cash discount is available on the invoice, he will reduce the cash discount, and for the remaining amount only, he writes the check. That check is sent to vendor. So while posting the payment, right, he will manually transfer the, he will manually enter the payment amount. Then the system will take that amount to the cash discount received account. Suppose if you make the payment to vendor through automatic payment program, if any cash discount is available on the invoice, the system automatically reduces the cash discount, and for the remaining amount only, it will print the check, and that will be transferred to again. The cash discount received will be automatically transferred to cash discount received account. So here, assuming that we have issued the check manual to vendor, we are posting that payment in F-53. Outgoing payment, F-53. Document date is 25/7/2022. Type is KZ. Company code SSBS. Posting date 25/7/2022. Period 4. Currency INR. Under bank data, account is 2,01,101. Business area SSBS. Amount to 9,700. Within brackets. Invoice amount minus 3% cash discount as defined in the payment terms, as defined for the payment terms assigned in the invoice. Assigned in the invoice. Next being payment to vendor. Under open selection, the account is 710421. See, invoice amount is 10,000 rupees, right? And the amount is 9,700 we have entered. Remaining 3% is the cash discount, right? Remaining 300 is the cash discount. Click on process open items. Look at the screen. Invoice amount 10,000, cash discount 300. The amount entered 9,700. Now, this 300 was taken by the system as cash discount. Now, the question what you have to understand here is how the system knows that this 300 is a cash discount received. How the system treats this? See, invoice amount is 10,000 rupees. The amount paid is 9,700. So the remaining is 300 rupees is basically payment difference, right? Now, this payment difference was taken by the system as cash discount received. why the system does not take it as a liability? No, it may see the payment difference is 300. It may have to be paid later on also, no?
So
In this
because
case,
of
how the
tolerance,
system has taken this 300 as a cash discount received?
because
Right?
of tolerance group, sir.
Yes, exactly. See here, in the vendor master record, XK0. See, in the vendor master record, tolerance group blank. Blank means blank tolerance group, right? So we have defined one blank tolerance group for the vendors. We have different tolerance groups for vendors now. Blank tolerance group, right? Details. See, permitted payment differences. Gain 1,000 rupees means received. Loss 1,000 rupees means paid. Cash discount paid is in case of account received. Cash discount received is in case of accounts payable. So the payment difference is, if the payment difference up to 1,000 rupees, the system will take it as cash discount received. That is the meaning of the tolerance groups. Setting the upper limits below which or equal to which the payment differences will be automatically transferred to some revenue account or expense account. It is transferred to revenue account in the case of accounts payable, and it is transferred to expense account in the case of account receivables. That is the use of the tolerance groups. Clear? Now keep the cursor on amount entered. Double click on invoice amount. See, not ascent has become 0 now. Click on save. Look at the scheme. HDFC Bank current account is credited. Posting key 50, credit for GL account, 9,700 rupees. Posting key 25, debit for vendor. So Raka and company is debited with 10,000. Then posting key 50, cash discount received. 50 means credit for GL account. So cash discount received is 300 rupees credit. Now this line item is in blue color. So whenever you notice any line item in the blue color, we have to understand that some information is due there. If you double click on the line item, the system will take you to the field where the information is required. Right? Right down. Double click on blue line item. Value date is equal to 25/7/2022. Please write down. Value date is equal to, I'm coming. 25/7/2022. Text. Being cash discount received. Click on save. Tell me, Rahul, what's your doubt?
Sir, this cash discount received, is it a real account or is it a nominal account, sir?
Nominal account. Nominal account.
But cash account alone is a real account.
Real account is.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So this is the function of payment terms, new payment terms, and with the cash discount terms. Then purchase returns. The purchase returns is also called vendor credit memo. See, normally with the purchase returns, right, vendor is debited. With the sales returns, customer is credited. So the purchase returns and sales returns both are called, right, credit memos in SAP terminology. Vendor credit memo means purchase return. Customer credit memo means sales return. So sometimes when the goods are not up to the quality standards, as per the purchase order terms, we have the right to return them. They are called purchase returns. So when we post the purchase returns in the system generates an accounting document with the document type KG. So we have to define the number ranges for document type KG. So define number ranges for document type KG, transaction code OBA7. Click on position, document type KG, click on enter, select KG document type, click on details button, see the number range number 17. See, note that number range for KG document type is also 17, which has already been defined for KA earlier. So no need to create again. See, here, previously, we have defined the number ranges for document type KA also, right? See, for KA document type also, number range is 17. Then for the 17, already we have defined the number ranges, right? So for KG also, right? Number range number 17. So it is not necessary to define the number ranges again. Just to tell you this point, right? I have given this step. Suppose I want to use the separate numbers for the document type KG. In that case, what you have to do? You just have to change this number, right? Say for example, 08. Then click on number range information, right? For the 08, you define the some other number range. But don't change the system default settings. Then posting of purchase and document, F-41. Document date is 25/7/2022. Type is KG. Type is KG. Within brackets, vendor credit memo. Company code SSBS. Company code SSBS. Posting date 25/7/2022. Just a minute. Period 4. Currency INR. Posting key 21. Within brackets, debit for vendor for purchase returns. Debit for vendor for purchase returns. Within brackets, credit memo. The account is 2,120,000. So actually what we have to do, we have to create a separate GL account, purchase returns. That account only is to be created. But instead of creating another GL account, I'm creating inventory account only. Click on enter. Sorry, vendor. Credit for vendor, no. Sorry, debit for vendor, no. Vendor is account is equal to 710,421. I'm sorry, we have to enter vendor number. Click on enter. The amount is 2,000. Business area SSBS. Text being goods at time. Posting key 50. Credit for GL account. So we have to credit purchase returns, right? So instead of creating the purchase return, I am creating here inventory of material account. The account is 2,120,000. Click on enter. The amount is asterisk. Business area SSBS. Text plus. Click on save. Now with this, account receivable is over. Accounts payable is over. So we have to start account receivables. This will start tomorrow afresh. Any questions from anybody?
Sir, group currency pending.
Yeah, group currency we will see after account receivables, not now.
Yeah, okay.
Sir, I have one doubt in vendor part payments. Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
So when I was doing the practice, so I posted one invoice in F-43.
Hmm.
And after that, I posted invoice for 1,50,000. Then I did part payment for 1 lakh.
Hmm.
So after doing remaining part payment for 50,000, when I went to FBL 1N, I saw that all the items were already cleared, even though I did not perform F-44 at all.
Yeah.
So that is-
Hey, you go to your, once you log into the system, right? Go to FB00. Okay. Here you find one button, open items.
okay, okay,
Then you select this select items initially inactive. In your user master record, right? In your system, right? This checkbox might have been deselected.
deselected. Okay,
Yeah, that's why the OP items are automatically cleared, right? You select this third checkbox, select items initially inactive. Then the system will start functioning standard wise.
okay. So I have to select it, sir. Okay.
Yes, yes, you have to select this.
And then one more error I got, sir. So in F-44, I got that number range 02 is missing in
OBA 7. See, what happens is, when you clear the open item in F-44, system will create the document type SCA, right?
Okay,
So go to SCA document type, right? So number range is 0,
okay,
right? Then AB document is also a document type.
okay,
Here it should be 01, right? But
Okay.
somebody might have changed it to 02. That's why at that time you got the error message. Now somebody has changed it to again 01. I think now it will work, right? Try to post, try to do the clearing now. Again, if you get the error message, again I will check it.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, I'm also last class you said that for automatic payment program, we had some problem with the printing of check. So,
Oh, okay, okay. I forgot it actually. I did not check that error, right?
okay, okay, sir.
Yeah, I will check tomorrow and let you know.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay, sir.